Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And after a wet one yesterday, we thought we would see a little bit more thunderstorm and shower activity today. There were some locations around north central Washington that did pick up some rainfall today. Just a few sprinkles around the Wenatchee area as we look down the Columbia River from our Sky-Fi Tower camera at Orondo. And of course, you can see Turtle Rock off to the left center of your screen, and still plenty of cloudiness out there. So we're not going to rule out a stray shower or two, but as that system moved in yesterday, look at the shot that we got from Mission Ridge. That's right, the first light snowfall. That happened at Mission Ridge yesterday as that storm system moved in and now moving out. So yeah, it's that time of year. Remember, the first day of fall is coming up on Monday, but looks like next week will feel more like summer. We'll talk more about that coming up in your weather forecast a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. The Columbia River Drug Task Force simply miscounted the money it seized while serving a search warrant on a suspected cocaine traffickers. And the problems continue on South Lakeshore Road at Slide Ridge, north of Lake Chelan State Park, as the roadway was closed once again this morning. But first, we begin tonight. A Wenatchee man faces multiple rape charges after allegedly assaulting a woman while she was unconscious and then making video recordings of the crime. Stephen Adam Tibbetts was arrested Friday and left Chelan County Jail after posting $250,000 bail on Tuesday. Wenatchee police say he admitted to assaulting the woman and making the recordings at 3 different locations between March and August at his home on a Nahum County residence. And at a home in Grant County as well. The woman discovered the alleged videos after borrowing Tibbetts' phone and had no memory of the incident. She told police she believes she was drugged. Investigators are asking Chelan County prosecutors to bring 8 charges of second-degree rape. Tibbetts is due back in court on September 30th. Well, the Columbia River Drug Task Force simply miscounted the money it seized while serving a search warrant on a suspected cocaine trafficker's house. Outside, investigators from Grays Harbor Police and the Thurston County Sheriff's Office found no evidence of wrongdoing by the task force, which seized $68,462 and 2 pounds of cocaine from the Malaga home of Cesar Javier Mora. The initial estimate of money seized was more than $85,000. Jason Reinfeld, Chief of Special Operations for the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, says task force investigators simply made a counting error. Cesar Mora is serving a year and a day in prison after pleading guilty to cocaine possession and a firearms charge. Another man, Jose Carmen Valadez, got a 20-month sentence Monday for selling cocaine from Mora's home. In other news, the problems continue on South Lakeshore Road at Slide Ridge, north of Lake Chelan State Park. The roadway was closed once again this morning after experiencing more flooding because of ongoing rains in our area. A bypass road at Slide Ridge was open for local traffic only, with flaggers controlling traffic this morning. South Lakeshore Road was reopened around 11 o'clock. Chelan County Public Works stresses the closure was due to the rain and that Slide Ridge itself has not fallen. Well, coming up next, in a letter to U.S. Trade Representative Robert Ligsinger, earlier today, Washington U.S. Representative Dan Newhouse called on him to elevate Washington apple access in India by reducing tariff rates for U.S. apple growers. The popular Wenatchee sporting goods store Hooked on Toys is moving its operation. Health problems have forced K9 Grizzly into retirement after more than 3 years with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Some jobs are a calling. They call on something higher, something deeper, and a commitment to country that never dies. At Giza Credit Union, we help you support local veterans. With every purchase you make with a Giza Local Heroes Affinity debit card, we make a donation to select veterans organizations. After all, we can never repay them, but we can do our best to help a little with the Giza Veterans Affinity debit card.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Your ability to help real people in our local community gain skills through free job training programs has gotten a whole lot easier. Goodwill of the Columbia is proud to announce the opening of our new 20,000 square foot store on Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick. Designed with you in mind, shopping at and donating to Goodwill is now easier than ever. Shop, donate, be a job creator. Goodwill. There's more behind the new store on Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick.
Welcome back. In another news, in a letter to U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer earlier today, Washington U.S. Representative Dan Newhouse called on him to elevate Washington apple access in India by reducing tariff rates for U.S. apple growers. India is currently imposing a 70% tariff on U.S. apples, a 50% most favored nation tariff in addition to the recently imposed 20% retaliatory tariff, and Trade Representative Lighthizer is expected to continue negotiations with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi this coming weekend. In the letter, Newhouse said in part, quote, "The actions by India to increase tariffs on U.S. apples is a damaging situation that will substantially impact growers, packers, employees, and the thousands of jobs they support throughout Washington state," unquote. Well, the Wenatchee Sporting Goods store, Hooked on Toys, has been so successful it's outgrown its current Wenatchee location, says owner Tom Callis. That led to the purchase last week of a 73,000 square foot piece of property from the city of Wenatchee for about $1.2 million. The property north of the store's current location on North Wenatchee Avenue won't be ready for the new store until McKittrick Street has been extended across the avenue. Callis, who opened the store 33 years ago, said in a statement the customers have been asking for a bigger store with more toys and sporting goods, as well as better access. Sometimes, especially during sales and Black Friday, the store is so crowded people can barely navigate the aisles. Callis said the new store will have the additional space for more products and more people. Well, health problems have forced Canine Grizzly into retirement after more than 3 years with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. His handler, Deputy David De La Rosa, will adopt Grizzly, who gained fame by successfully helping apprehend numerous suspects. But Grizzly didn't just chase down bad guys. Back in February 2018, he joined the search for a man with Alzheimer's disease who had wandered away from his Ephrata home. Just after 3:30 a.m., Grizzly found the man who had fallen in a large hole. Grizzly will be replaced by Hawk, a 4-year-old German Shepherd, who also will be handled by De La Rosa. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, serving North Central Washington, is proud to offer the finest heating and cooling air quality products along with prompt and professional customer service since 1984. Regardless of the temperature outside, Arctic is here for you. Arctic offers a variety of services: residential and commercial heating, air conditioning, commercial refrigeration, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
If you want to work in IT, here's a tip. Employers value IT certifications. 91% say they play a key role in hiring. 72% require them for certain job openings. Improve your odds of getting the job. Enroll in the Computer Networking Systems program at Charter College. In 14 months, you could earn an associate degree and 6 IT certifications. Get started at chartercollege.edu/IT, where we work to get you to work.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Longtime firefighter Tim Lemon, who for 10 years was chief of Chelan Fire and Rescue, died Tuesday of pancreatic cancer. The 57-year-old had been diagnosed with cancer just 2 weeks ago. NCWLIFE's Caitlin Hedersheet has more.
Chief Tim Lemon spent much of his life on the fire lines, starting his career at the age of 17 as a high school student. He went on to serve 15 years in King County and another 15 years in Pierce County. Lemon was hired as chief of Chelan County Fire District 7 in 2009 and spent a decade in the position. Many on staff credit Chief Lemon with helping facilitate improvements like a faster response time, more training while expanding volunteer membership by 77%, while also adding to the apparatus fleet. After retiring in 2019, he took a position as fire chief for North Whidbey Island Fire and Rescue in August after his wife Kathy moved to the area to take care of her mother, according to the Whidbey News-Times. Chief Mark Donnell, who replaced Lemon in Chelan, said Lemon was instrumental in building the department.
You got to give him credit for coming into a community and taking it in an organization that was becoming a combination department for its first time in a 10-year period. Developing a well-respected professional organization that served the community, that had great fiscal responsibility and continued service community within the confines of a budget that's very challenging to work with when it's really hard to get levy passed up here. So I think he really had an impact on a lot of members of the organization, and a lot of people are here because of him. So he's going to be greatly missed by everyone.
His wife Kathy was with him as he passed Tuesday night of stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Memorial services have not yet been scheduled for Lemon. Caitlin Hedersheet, NCWLIFE News.
Switching gears now, time for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to those details, here's a look outside our weather window this afternoon as we look from Arrondo Rock from our Sky-Fi camera. And thanks to LocalTel for providing just this beautiful shot this afternoon. You can see Turtle Rock here in the middle of our screen and plenty of cloudiness all across North Central Washington today. There were isolated heavy downpours at times for portions of our viewing area, but not a lot here in Wenatchee or over in East Wenatchee. We did see some sprinkles, but basically just lots of clouds today, as you can see here from our weather window. Let's take a look at what we saw for temperatures today. Still well below normal compared to what we should be. 63 is our unofficial high, 76 our normal high temperature, 53 is where we started, and 52 is our normal low temperature. Record high temperature 90 degrees set back in 1994. Record low 41 in 1988 rather. Today's precipitation, we picked up 7/100ths of an inch of rain so far, and that gets us to 5.23 inches for the year, which is actually about 3/10 of an inch above where we should be for this time of year. Sunrise this morning was at 6:42, and the sun will set tonight. Look at that, almost 7 o'clock now, just after at 7:07. Let's take a peek now at what we can expect for our Thursday weather forecast as far as temperatures go as we get past Hump Day Wednesday and into the end of our week. It will be a nice one for Thursday, and get ready for a stretch of very nice weather. 71 Moses Lake and Ephrata, 70 for the high temperature in Quincy and Wenatchee, you folks in Cashmere as well. And then as we gain a little elevation, some cooler temperatures tomorrow, 62 in Lake Wenatchee and all the way up into Omak and Okanagan County. A nice one for you folks as well. High temperature tomorrow at 70 degrees. But tonight, as we take a look at our surface loop, we still have that chance for maybe a scattered shower or two. It looks like most of the rain showers will move into the Rockies and western Montana, but we still have a 30% chance for mainly scattered showers tonight into our overnight, and then things will get much better as we move into our Thursday. Sunny, dry. It will be a little bit breezy, mainly because low pressure here, high pressure here, and we're kind of getting squeezed in between, and that will cause a little bit of windy conditions tomorrow. Just breezy, we'll call it, maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour. For Friday and into the weekend, it looks beautiful. Mostly sunny for Friday, a light breeze and mild. Here's that area of high pressure out in the Pacific. It's getting flattened somewhat by a pretty strong northwesterly flow, but don't let that change your plans for Saturday. Sunny and warmer until this system moves in late Saturday night. That will bring us about a 20 to 30% chance of rain. That will be overnight on Saturday. Our best chance will be on Sunday. You can see all of western Washington will be inundated with shower activity. About a 40% chance that we will see rain showers here in north central Washington. And then as we get into another work week, things look summer-like, even though Monday will be our first day of fall, mostly sunny and dry. We'll see temperatures more summer-like into the mid-70s. And the same goes for Tuesday at the end of our 7-day forecast. We get back to a ridge situation over the Pacific Northwest. That means mostly sunny skies and warmer temperatures. Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune 7-day forecast. Tonight we'll drop down to 50 degrees for an overnight low, and then boy, a big warm up as we get back into the 70s. 70 for Thursday. It will be warmer, mostly sunny for Friday too, and 71 for Saturday. It looks nice in the morning. Showers, that's late in the day, so once again, don't let it change your outdoor plans for Saturday. 76 for Saturday. It looks beautiful. And then Sunday, another wet one. Mostly cloudy, a 40% chance for rain. Mostly sunny then. Next week on Monday and Tuesday, it will be warmer. 73 Monday and 76 your high temperature on Tuesday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Amanda, and we are from Impact Auto Sales,
where you can expect a hassle-free car buying experience. With our wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, let one of our friendly sales staff help you find the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. We have financing available for all credit types and great low rates for first-time buyers. Call us today at 888-8000 or stop by 3522 State Highway 97A in Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales, where we strive to make an impact on your life and not your wallet.
I am Dan Coots. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday, today in history, and birthdays. Those actresses from the 70s that I had a huge crush on: Lindsay Wagner, Jane Russell, Meryl Streep, Barbara Bush. Wanted to wish her a happy birthday. It gave me an excuse to throw her picture up on my show. Exclusive distributors of Life Water, now available in the shatterproof plastic bottle.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCWLIFE channel. The NCWLIFE channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and other stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. We have 3 local athletes who've been selected by the WIAA as Athletes of the Week. Wenatchee's Brooklyn Dressel won the 200-meter and 100-meter freestyle events, the Wenatchee Eastmont Invitational, with state qualifying times. She also led her 200-meter free relay team to a victory. Then in Moses Lake, the junior helped the 200-meter free relay team to a state qualifying time and her 100-meter free time fastest in the state. Chelan's Katie Rainville was a dominant force at the net to help helped the Lady Goats sweep Wenatchee in 3 games, and to take second place at the Sun Dome tournament. She had 10 kills, 8 digs, 4 blocks, and 89% serving against Wenatchee. In the tournament, she racked up 29 kills, 11 digs, 11 blocks, and 96% serving. Aniette's Case Crutcher played well in last week's 68-60 victory over Wilbur Creston. Get this, he scored 5 rushing touchdowns, 18 carries, 353 yards. He also caught 3 passes for 40 yards defensively. The safety was on 16 tackles, including 3 for a loss, and a sack and a half with 1 interception. How about that game? Taking a look at the Les Schwab scoreboard from last night around the area in girls soccer action. Wenatchee traveled to Sunnyside and won its Big 9 opener over the Grizzlies 3-0. Eastmont got 2 goals from Megan Chandler and another from Riley Fisher in the first half. Went on for the 3-0 victory over West Valley. Moses Lake and Mount Spokane played to a 3-3 tie. Casimir traveled to Ephrata and topped the Tigers 3-1. Cascade shut out by Sela 3-0. Well, the Wenatchee Panthers hosted the Sunnyside Grizzlies in Big 9 opener for the 2 schools in volleyball last night. A scrappy first game. Wenatchee settled down to win it 3-1. I had the call right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Godinez. Backline Osborne again. Set. And that set will not get it done, and it will be a win for Sunnyside. Took something off of that serve. Far side it goes, and a whale. Oh, that ball just died as it hit the top of the nets. But Sunnyside does a good job of getting it back across. Here's Branham. Awkward on the set, but Toth got it across. Now Toth is there again for the bump. Branham back to Toth. Toth with the swing. Sunnyside, the counter. They get it back across. Here's a good volley this time around. Branham goes behind her. Redmond with a kill. It's in! Here comes the 5'9" senior. Another tough serve. Sunnyside can't get it, and it goes to Wenatchee. Great job by Emily Redmond. Had some difficulties with things in the first game, but came through with a service here down the stretch in game 2. Carazala's on the service. Nice job by Black to get after it, and somebody's got to take it. Osborne does, gets it across. Here's a kill. Block at the net. Back to Redmond. Redmond gets it across. Back line it comes. Sunnyside scrambles, gets their bodies right where they need them to be as Puente brings it over. Here's a set by Branham. Kill! Oh, what a shot there by Addison Schultz. Emily Redmond with the service. Appleby. Carazala is back to Appleby. In the net it goes. Panther points, and Wenatchee wins game 3 by a final of 25-16. 24-15 service to Sunnyside. Appleby with it. Service in the net. Game match. 25-15. Wenatchee wins the 3rd and wins the match to improve to 1-1 overall, 1-0 in Big 9 play.
Well, for me, this is year 2, and this is year 2 with this amazing coach and the amazing coaching staff we have here at Wenatchee High School. And we have this amazing family dynamic, and even though we miss our old seniors, it's been an amazing experience getting to know the new freshmen, sophomores, and juniors.
With that first game loss, I mean, that was something else. 26-24 was the final. When you guys got together in between the games and huddled up, what did you talk about?
We talked about, how we play and how our family dynamic actually works, and we knew that we do not play like that. And we just kind of huddled together. We said we're going to dial in, and that's kind of what we did.
So Wenatchee with a win last night. Also, Eastmont traveled to West Valley to take on the defending state champs. Despite a valiant effort, fell 3-1. Casimir lost on the road to Kittitas. Waterville Mansfield's match with Bridgeport canceled due to facility conditions up north. Well, we'll have more volleyball coming up tomorrow night here on the NCWLIFE channel as Eastmont Wildcats host the Eisenhower Cadets. I'll be courtside for your play-by-play, the pregame at 6:45. Then on Friday, we'll bring you live coverage of Wenatchee and Mount Boucherie Secondary School out of British Columbia. I'll be joined by Grant Olson with a play-by-play pregame at 6:45, kickoff at 7 from Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Well, Austin Nola was a triple shy of the cycle. The Mariners hit 3 home runs, and Marco Gonzalez set a personal record as Seattle beat Pittsburgh 6-0. Nola, a 29-year-old rookie, was 3 for 4 with a home run and an RBI. Omar Narvaez also 3 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs to back a stellar performance by Gonzalez. The former Apple Sox set a personal milestone, earning his 16th win by going 7 innings, allowing no runs, 6 hits and 4 strikeouts. He also got a double, his 5th major league hit as a major leaguer. Of course, Apple Sox fans remember Marco getting 27 hits back in 2010, including a home run in the playoffs for Wenatchee. Seattle and Pittsburgh at it again this afternoon. Justin Dunn facing the Pirates' Dario Agrazal. Also in the American League West last night, as we checked the Les Schwab scoreboard, Gleyber Torres hit a 3-run home run, and the Yankee pitchers struck out 13 Angels as New York topped L.A. 8-0. It was the Yankees' 99th win of the season, tying them with Houston for the most wins in the majors. Speaking of the Astros, they beat the Rangers 4-1, with Justin Verlander notching his 19th win of the season. Yuli Gurriel, Alex Bregman, and Yordan Alvarez each homered for Houston. In Oakland, Matt Olson's tape measure blast tied it, and then Seth Brown's RBI double won it in the bottom of the 7th. The A's beat Kansas City 2-1. Olson's 35th home run went 450 feet into center field. A's also now 2 games in front of Tampa Bay for the first wildcard playoff spot in the American League. Rays lost while Cleveland won, so the Indians are just a half game out. Washington State's Mike Leach is again gaining national notoriety for his take on something outside of football. During his Monday press conference, Leach was asked with Pac-12 mascots if they got into which mascot would come out on top in the Pac-12 if they got into a battle royale.
Well, first of all, what kind of mythical powers does a Sun Devil have? We've got to consider that. I'm going to say the Wildcat's out. The Trojan, does he have a horse or is he on foot? Does he have a bow and arrow or just his sword? The Bruin, definitely formidable. Another bear up there at Cal. The tree, I imagine that tree's going to get chopped down. Unless we're going to go with a bird and somebody might get pecked or something, I don't know. And then the duck might lose interest and just fly away and get out of there, which may be good advice under the circumstances. The husky, no chance. The beaver, well, we'll see how long that beaver can hold his breath. The ute, again, we're back to, is he on horseback? Does he have a bow and arrow? Did he trade for a rifle? I mean, you know, because if that ute's got a rifle, there's some definite problems. And then, you know, you'd have to get one of those Harry Potter activists to read up on how you kill a Sun Devil, because there's a lot of outside stuff there. Just as far as a beast alone, a buffalo's going to be pretty hard to tangle with. I mean, a buffalo's utterly outstanding. Well, but Butch is going to have to be clear-minded and crafty. I mean, Butch will find a way. There's no question. The Coug will find a way. Clear-minded and crafty, a combination of stay out of harm's way and attack when you get your chances or your openings.
He's an interesting fellow. The Cougars will battle the Bruins Saturday at Martin Stadium in Pullman. That's sports. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.
The best pizza in the known universe is right here in downtown Chelan, so come on up. For the best locally crafted beer and barbecue in Chelan, come on up.
For the best down-home scratch country cooking in North Central Washington, you'll find it in Manson. Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up.
Come on up.
I am Dan Koontz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday, today in history, birthdays. Those actresses from the 70s that I had a huge crush on: Lindsay Wagner, Jane Russell, Meryl Streep, Barbara Bush. Wanted to wish her a happy birthday. It gave me an excuse to throw her picture up on my show. Exclusive distributors of Life Water. Now available in the shatterproof plastic bottle.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCWLIFE channel.